We're back to the Neil Haley Show. My guest today is going to tell us how to save money, to make sure that we manage our money well, and make sure that we have money in the bank at the end of the day, because a lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck. And my guest today is Terrie Ferguson. Terrie, thanks for stopping by. How are you?
Fine, doing great. Thanks, Neil, for having me. I'm excited to be here.
All right, so Terrie, let's talk about what's the biggest mistake now, for people and their money. They don't know how to save it, right? They don't know how to budget. They don't know. There's a lot of different things they don't know what to do.
Right, that's absolutely correct. A lot of people say they want more money or they need more money. They have to have more money. And yet 54% of Americans spend more than they make. Well, you can't have more money if you spend more than you make.
No, that's
That
crazy.
just doesn't, yeah, that's called bad math. That doesn't work that way. So, right. So people they're not sure how to do it, or they old school ways, like back in the day, like my grandparents, they had CDs. Well, now if you get 2% a year on CDs, you're doing great, and again, the national average for a savings account right now is 0.13%. You can't rely on banks to get your money to work for you. And that's the whole goal, is getting your money to work for you.
So you got to get your money to work for you. And you were talking about specifically getting your money to work for you, so that money. So first of all, why do we spend more than we make? And why do we think that, I guess, credit cards keep us to be able to do that, or not paying things on time? The pandemic taught us some horrible strategies based on getting forgiveness for certain things. And we stopped really doing the right thing with the pandemic, a lot of people.
That's true. And some people were hurt, obviously a lot worse than others. So there's some extenuating circumstances, but a lot of people just got lazy with it, not tracking it. And they're like, well, it's a special time right now. I'll just deal with it later. I'll deal with it later. And with the deal with it later attitude, you're basically stealing from your future. If you spend the money now and you're spending all the money on interest, because of the debt you incurred, you're not going to get ahead. Albert Einstein actually said compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. I'm from the Houston area, so we always said it was the Astrodome, but hey, Albert knows a couple things. So, but it is, and either it works for you or it works against you, right? So if you have compounding interest working for you, you're the one who, with all the gains, you get all the momentum. But if you have like huge credit card debt, and credit cards, some of them are 29%. You're never going to get out of that. So the meal you ate last week, you're going to be paying for in 30 years. I don't care what meal it wasn't that good.
Are you a fan of like debt snowball and things like that? And
I love debt avalanche, actually, because I like getting rid of the higher interest rates first. So that's what debt avalanche is versus snowball. But again, honestly, it's very individualized. Some people are more okay with debt than others. There is such a thing as good debt, if you ask me. So, because if you use debt to make more money on it, so basically you're using money or other people's money to increase your rate of return or get more money from that, that's a smart thing to do. Because if you can obtain money like at 2 to 5% and you're making 20 to 30% on it, you're making a difference. Obviously you can't over leverage, but leveraging your money, getting it working for you, and finding passive income streams, that's the best way to get ahead and get you so you can actually live the life you truly want.
And how do you help your clients? Explain that, Terrie.
We go on, I work with everyone individually, because everyone has different mindsets. And how did your parents talk about money? So I work with people on a one-on-one basis, really helping them figure out where they are and where they want to be. Because everyone has different goals. Some people want the mansions and the travel and the whatever. Other people just want not to live paycheck to paycheck. So I created the Freedom Formula, which is my program that I take everyone through. It's a 7-step system that everyone can just go through, or we go through and we really fix it for you. And we work on everything from habits to mindsets to really knowing where you are and to get you going that. Because until you know where you are and where you want to be, the gap is easy once you have the right system in place.
Well, Terrie, best place we can find information on you, where can we go?
All right. My website's Maximizing Your Money. And if you do /gift, I have 5 easy ways to have more money today.
All right, Terrie, we appreciate it. And that's what people want. More money. So thanks for stopping
more
by.
money. Thanks for
You're
having me.
listening and watching the Neil Haley Show. We'll be back in just a moment.